Okay, here's the walkthrough for the week. It's going to seem very familiar, because it is. A few changes, but mostly everything is the same as it has been in previous weeks. So, the first thing you do is you make sure you check your announcements and your emails. And as usual, I try to keep those to a minimum. I know you have other classes. Many of y'all have 18 hours. I've got one student who's got 20 hours trying to finish this semester. The next thing you want to do is to go through to week of April 20 to the 27th. And folks, we only have 2 more weeks of class after this one. And then finals week. Pretty amazing. Thank God, eh? Click on that, and this will be the first thing you'll see is the walkthrough, but since I'm doing the walkthrough right now, it won't be there until I have a chance to put it up there, and I'll have that up there before the Zoom class check-in. Just a reminder, I think I've fixed the virtual office hours. Make sure you come a little bit before I end the office hours, because if nobody's there, say at 2:25, I'm just assuming that nobody's going to be there at 2:30. So just be clear about that. And it's better to sign up for a time than it is to just show up, but you can do either one. Make sure you check the questions and answers, although I've not done a good job of that this last week. I'm kind of counting on you all to help each other out there. I will look at it again today. So we're at the week of April 20th to the 27th. And you'll watch the weekly walkthrough video when I'm done with it. And you'll come, like you did, I hope today, to sign in to the once-a-week roll call check-in. Just put your name there, and if you have any questions or problems, put it there. Sometimes I forget to look at those, but I'll look this week for sure. This is the old checklist, and as soon as I'm done with class with this walkthrough, I will submit a new checklist that I'm reading from right now. Last week there weren't any work plans or anything due. Last week there were no reflections due. This week, we're going to spend most of our time, and the next 2 weeks after that, for the next 3 weeks, we'll be drafting the papers and turning them in and working on them further. You can turn the drafts in. Well, I'll show in a minute. Let me get to the bottom here. You'll notice that I have work plans again this week, but they are optional and extra credit. So if you don't want to do them, you don't have to. It doesn't count against your grade. But if you like doing them and they're helpful, then you can earn some extra credit for it. 10 points for the work plan, 10 points for the research reflection. And if you think about it, if you do that for the next 3 weeks, then you can earn 30 points extra towards this end of the semester. So you've got the work plan here for April 20th to the 27th, and you've got the research reflection here, which is due Monday, April 27th. Okay, you all know all that stuff. Please note, when I talk about research drafting here, where you turn it in, you can turn it in right here. You'll notice the research draft can be turned in here. Research draft can be, I've got 5 or 6 of them that I'm working on right now. Some of them are completed papers. Some of them are mostly completed papers. Some of them are just partially completed papers. That's fine. I would like to also note that although there is no place yet for final drafts, next week I will include a final draft assignment where if you want to turn your paper in, you can. But once you turn it in as a final draft, then there's not a whole lot we can do together on that. I'll give you a grade, and that's pretty much it. So so I would recommend just to continue to draft on it. I would recommend that you can turn to the Writing Center for help. If you want help, you can turn to peers and others to help. And you can obviously you can turn to me through the office hours, and you can make appointments with me that are outside of office hours if you want. If we can arrange that together, we can do that. So there's a lot of help for the next 3 weeks, and so we'll go through this week. That'll take us to the 27th, and then the next week after that will take us to the 4th, and the week after that will take us to the 11th, and the papers are due on the 15th. So we've got quite a bit of time to work on these if we continue to work steadily on them. So I will continue to work on the research papers that I've already gotten. Again, I've a lot of problems with my eyes, so I've had to print out the research papers so far, and I'm marking them by hand, and I'm trying to do a more legible job, but sometimes I get excited and write quickly, so please forgive me. I will try to do them, use the comment function on Word or in the Blackboard if I can, but probably won't do a whole lot of that. So that's it for this week, and when you turn in a draft, and if I haven't responded in a day or so, sent something back, then by all means nag me. It's okay. All right, it's okay to nag. I won't be offended, and I'm not going to get angry. I realize that I think it's a good thing that you want to make your paper better. Okay, so patience all around, and we'll all get through this, of course. For the 1000th time you keep hearing that, but it's really true. Okay, well, I'll put this online as our walkthrough, and I will see you at the Zoom check-in. And if you're not going to be there, make sure you watch the walkthrough. Okay, thanks a bunch. Bye-bye.